Alexa, play some R&B.
Now playing R&B station.
There's something in this liquor. The air is getting thicker. I can't help but stare at you. Oh yeah, girl, what did you do to me? What did you slip up in my cup, girl? 'Cause I want you.
Yes. Hold up. We've got a new video. Alright, welcome back to a new video. And if you watched my previous video, you see I was talking about building a routine and building structures in order to take back control. And it feels like I've been life maxing. It feels like I've been living life in a high because I've been feeling so good about myself. I think the routine really helped a lot. But somehow we found ourselves back in a rut again. And literally 2 days ago, I saw on Threads where this person was asking, does anyone feel like they've been living life in a high or they've been living life in a max, and all of a sudden they just find themselves in a rut again? You're feeling more depressed, and sadly, that's us. That's me. But if there's something I've learned over the past few weeks of me deciding to take back control of my life, it is one, knowing exactly how I feel about the situations, or knowing exactly what my emotions are at the moment, which brings me to the first thing, writing down what I feel. I think I do have some people who I can vent to, like my close friends or my partner, but there's a certain level or there's a certain point I can vent to them, and writing down exactly what I feel put me in check. And when I can read and write exactly what I feel, it makes me really understand what the problem is or what that situation is for what it is, rather than it just rumbling around in my head. So writing down in my journal helps me, help you, help me, you know what I'm talking about. So the mood is set. We've got our journal here. So let's go over to voiceover in 1, 2. Voiceover. Note to self. Instead of running away from the things that make me feel uncomfortable, whether it's fear or not just being ready to face reality, either ways, it's been long enough. Today I'm choosing to see life for exactly what it is, or not what I want it to be, not what I thought it would look like by now, but just what it is. And yeah, I've got a lot on my plate, more than I expected, but if I'm being honest, some days it feels like too much. But I have to keep reminding myself that life is not supposed to be a sprint, and that the people who make it are the people who keep going. So I need to constantly remind myself to keep pushing, and I've got this. Alright guys, so journaling is done. I know a lot of women do journal, but as guys we find it a little bit weird, and I used to find it a little bit weird journaling or having a diary. But recently I just realized that it's all about transparency. It doesn't make me any weird, and I suck on emotions. I'm an emotional sucker. I don't know how to communicate my emotions, and this journal, it helps me regulate my emotions. But that's by the way. I hear my kid talking on the background, so let's go make breakfast.
Slide to the leg, shy with a vibe, but I'm sliding to it. You blessed to the rest is purpose, what you bring. Stroke you never yelling, swing with your signal, but that's what I mean. I took my time with you, I wasn't afraid to learn. Hold me, take me, never release me, and the only speak me, never release me. Constant running towards
Guys, so obviously it's been a while since breakfast. I've had breakfast with the family and I had a little help from my little mama in the kitchen. She likes to do that sometimes. She comes to help me when I'm cooking. And I know what you're about to say. My hair, my beard, everything looks trashy or everything looks bad, but I'm gonna have a haircut tomorrow or next, depending on the availability of my barber. But that's by the way. So this then brings us to lesson number 2 on what is going to get me away from rut, which is whatever is going to make me zone out away from my phone. Because right now my screen time is, now I don't want to show you guys, my screen time. But whatever is going to make me zone away from my phone and stop the doom scroll is really going to help me get away from rut, which brings us to the topic of cooking. I cook a lot at home. I make most of our meals, but that is not a problem. My partner does a whole lot more than cooking at home. She's literally the pillar of this family. Like, she's holding a lot more things together. And especially at times like this, when I find myself in a rut or I feel a little bit depressed, she is the pillar of the family and she's holding a whole lot of things together, which I'm really, really appreciative to God and to her for being in my life, because what would I do? I don't know. And the fact that she can hold the house together when I'm going through stuffs is really, really nice. And like I said, I'm really, really appreciative of the fact that I have some sense of support. And she also cooks. Sometimes when I'm at work or I'm working late or I'm tired, she does make meals. So, I mean, she's doing most of the stuffs at home, but that doesn't give me a reason to always find myself depressed or a reason not to do things. But then the point of cooking is that it helps me zone away from my phone. I've realized that when I'm cooking, I'm not thinking about my phone for a few hours, which means if cooking helps me zone away from my phone, it definitely has to help me get away from rut. And today is the first game of Germany in the World Cup. So we're going to enjoy the game together, me and my partner. And who watches a game without beer? So after cooking, we're going to go rush to the 24-hour store to get a bottle or 2 of beer, because it's Sunday and no stores are open on Sunday. But I should find myself a 24-hour store to get me a bottle or 2 of beer. So right now, let's go make lunch and then we can go get beer later. So let's go. Let's go right now.
There's something in this liquor. The air is getting thicker. I can't help but stare at you. Oh yeah, girl, what did you do to me? What did you slip up in my cup, girl? 'Cause I want you. Oh yeah, I had a little bit too much, girl. And so come over here. There's something in this liquor. Oh yeah, the air is getting thicker. All I want is you. All I want is you. There's something in this liquor, girl. I'm looking at your figure. Whoa, I just wanna see it strip right now.
I would have fed you guys some food, but I'm sorry, I was too hungry. Looking at the clips I've been making for this video and looking at my hair and my beard and just looking at how unkempt I look, I really don't want to put this video out there. But then I asked myself, right, like, what's the point of this video? Why am I even making this video, even looking like this? Like, I don't really look nice, I don't look presentable as much as I would like to, but I'm still making this video. And I said to myself, right, I'm making this video for my future self to look back at a time where I was going through rut, or at a time where I was going through a down moment or a little bit of depression. And this video should serve as a reminder to me that I could overcome a lot of things. And that just gave me the motivation to keep going with this video. But this brings us to point number 3 on how I am trying to get away from rut, which is spending a lot more time with my little one. I would have loved to go outside with my little one, or I will go outside with my little one, Today in Berlin, we have a very beautiful weather. It's been raining all day. We've been waiting for the rain to stop. The weather app says the rain is gonna stop soon, but I really don't care. I remember when I was young and we used to play outside under the rain, which means we're going outside to play under the rain and also get that bottle of beer. But yeah, that is it. My 3 steps on how I want to get away from rot. I don't know if this helps someone out there, but I think it's gonna help me. That's 1, writing down my emotions or how I'm feeling about the situation. 2, taking my mind away from my phone because doom scrolling never helps. And then 3, for the people with kids, spend a little more time with your family. So not to talk too much because I really don't know what else to say. We're just gonna go outside, play a little bit, get me that bottle of beer, and we're gonna see the game. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.